Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip, and this is Toddy One Skip. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your day. I really appreciate it. To all of my subscribers, thank you so much. We keep growing and growing, and I so appreciate that. And we're going to jump right into the second part of the receipts of the response video to Rabbit's receipts video. Say that 3 times fast. But first I want to address something real quick that happened in the chat. When I say the chat, I mean comments. Unfortunately, I'm going to use terminology that maybe I shouldn't be using. So when I say chat, please know that I'm really talking about comments. So I had said, because of the body cam video of Aaron saying that just because he called a woman the C word 4 or 5 times, that it didn't give the boyfriend the right to hit him. And I wrote down in the chat, I don't blame him. I'd smack him across the face if he called me that. And the person in the chat said, no, I don't mean this to, like, please, no, I'm not throwing somebody under the bus. That person has the right to say that. Please read what they wrote. They had, domestic violence. And I thought about it, and I said, yep, I said it. And I stand by what I said. Now, and I still stand by what I said. I haven't hit anybody. And I've been called a lot of names. Did I say it? Yes. Have I ever done it? No. Have I ever been called that name? Yes. Have I been called that name 4 or 5 times for the sole purpose, I think, to entice somebody to do something? No. And I probably would have thrown something. Not something like sharp or anything, but maybe like a plastic water bottle or something. It's not. Here's the thing. Here's the point in all of this. I don't believe in violence. There shouldn't be violence. But, you know, a smack in the face, if you smacked somebody in the face, it might sting for, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt, sting for an hour. The words could do so much more damage. It is not okay to act like a bull in the china shop of everybody's life. And by calling people names, you don't know, first of all, you don't know who you're speaking to. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know where they're at in their life. You don't know if somebody's just passed away. You don't know if they've gotten horrible news. You don't know if they had to put their dog down. You just don't know. So walking through the world misbehaving in your private life is not okay. But no, it's not okay to go up and smack somebody. Of course not. Okay? So let's just get that out of the way. Let's get into the Rabbit thing. So, again, Rabbit makes it seem like that without a police report that nothing happened. Like, where's the police report? Where's the police report? She keeps asking this woman, Giuliano is her name, where's the police report proving that she got assaulted? Where's the police report for Aaron proving that he got assaulted? Because Aaron says he got assaulted too. Where's his police report? Where's his police report? Rabbit keeps, this woman, why did she want Aaron off of the board? Why? Because there are people saying, she's a mole. I really think that this woman was a fan of Aaron's, had a crush on Aaron. We know that they spent 3 nights together. I'm sure she talked a lot. I'm sure that they shared some things. And maybe Aaron, as upset as he was about things that were going on, and him and Mike and them apparently weren't talking. He said that they haven't even been on each other's videos for how long did he say? So, and that things have been not good for a while, right? Isn't that stuff that he said? So maybe he was like venting to this girl. Maybe he gave her all the ammunition she needed to use on him. Maybe he said, they're trying to get me off the board. I feel like they're trying to get me off the board. I love that board. That board means so much to me. I'm holding on to that board. I built that board. They're never going to take it away from me. You know, maybe him saying that, maybe him saying they're not even like talking to me anymore. These guys, we don't seem very friendly anymore. Why is that impossible that Aaron couldn't have said that? They spent some time together. He had to have said some things, right? So I think that Aaron gave her the ammunition. There was also something about Luis that Rabbit says Luis did not get off the board because of what Aaron did. Aaron said that Luis got off the board because Claire asked him to fire or to have Aaron step down, and he said no. And he got off the board because he wouldn't tell Aaron, you got to leave. How is that not because of that? He was given a choice. Because of Aaron's poor decisions, Luis was put in a situation. Nobody sees that. And then I keep hearing about all this, that there's emails that the board put out. We don't see them. They're supposed to be privy, I guess, to, a Rabbit is privy to them. So she kind of speaks about them. And I understand she can't share them, but then don't speak on them. Because, that's moot. I can't even comment on that. If I can't see it, I'm not going to take anybody's word for it. I was taking Aaron's word for the longest time. Look at what happened here. So, also, the only emails that I know that the board responded to, the only email that I know that the board responded to was after Aaron got on YouTube and said that he was let go from the Aftermath Foundation, that he was booted out of the Aftermath Foundation. He said what he said, and then they responded. But this whole time, they wanted to keep it hush, hush, hush. And now we're asking why they want to keep it hush, hush, hush. But that was their whole dialogue the whole time. So maybe, and I'm not saying this is the case, but we don't know it not to be the case. Maybe they kept saying to Aaron, please straighten up, Aaron, straighten up, Aaron, straighten up. And Aaron was like, no, I'm not going to straighten up. And he didn't listen. And so the board finally said, listen, we found a way to get rid of him. This is the way we're going to get rid of him because he's just not getting it. And look at the shit show that could have happened if he was accused of SA in California on a case he was covering about SA as a board member, the president or vice president of the board. How bad that would have looked. Let's find something. Let's get him out of there. And then Leah says, no, we should keep him. Didn't Leah get involved in something? And so Leah says, okay. But it's like, that's not just a clean slate. Like Rabbit makes it seem like, well, they just forgot about all that. No. I'm sorry, but if somebody gave me a second chance, I would so behave if I really wanted that. I would treat it as if I was on probation. Aaron doesn't do that. Aaron admits that he doesn't do that. So I think that the board said something this whole time, never said anything to anybody else about it, got him off the board. He knew he was off the board. I don't think that the Aftermath Foundation was going to say anything about it. Aaron had a point, and the board, we should have known that Aaron stepped down, especially if we're giving money to the foundation. We should know, okay? It didn't have to be handled this way. So I don't know the right way to handle it, but I don't think that the Aftermath Foundation really, from what I see, and I'm not privy to any of these emails, but to what I see, I think the Aftermath Foundation really just wanted Aaron to straighten up, and as friends and as the board, to straighten up. He wasn't willing to do that. They finally got rid of him because they didn't want to associate with him, and he made comments, and they wanted to defend themselves. That's the way that I see it. Unless I see something else, that's all I can say. If there's something else out there, I don't know about it. Why are there crazy emails going around about this woman? Oh, and let me tell you this about the story about what happened in that spot in California between Aaron and Juliana. Her name is Juliana. What happened between them? They both basically told the same side of the story. I mean, they both basically told the same story. But Juliana made herself the victim, and in Aaron's story, he made himself the victim. But it was the same story. It really was the same story. So that's just important to note, that the story's pretty much on point. The thing is, who did what? Now, Rabbit says, well, there's a video. There's nothing on this woman's face. She's not hurt. We could see that. I don't know that that video came before the assault or after the assault that she's claiming. Did Aaron hurt his foot before the video? Or did Aaron hurt his foot after the video? It's like you see it just one way. Why couldn't the assault have happened after the video? And it's like a 2-second clip that's looped. And I got to tell you, in all honesty, Aaron does sound calm in that. He doesn't sound like a man that was on mushrooms or drinking, to be honest with you, either. But I still don't believe with somebody's throat around your neck that you're going to let them, please just get off, please just get off. Because when you're out in the world and she goes to hug you goodbye and grabs you, Aaron, you flung her off you. So I don't understand that. So also, Rabbit says, this woman keeps going banging on social media. She's going on and on and on, telling her side of the story. Aaron told his side of the story. He's just got a larger platform. She's got to reach more people by getting out on different social medias. He could do it on one channel. So she's telling her side. He's telling his side. There's nothing wrong with her telling her side. You know? And then we're calling her crazy because he called her crazy. He called her crazy. I don't know. This woman seems like, again, she works not with her head, but with her heart. She seems like somebody who wasn't in it for 3 nights. It seems like she probably was hoping for something longer. And if you remember correctly, Aaron wasn't using his terminology correctly. Aaron told people he was in an open marriage. That's not what Aaron's in. Aaron was separating. And Aaron probably told her that. And she probably said, well, that's not what that is. And, you know, and that could have spun out everything. That could have been the open door that let everything else come out. No, it's not open. I'm trying to leave. I just don't want people to know because it'll ruin the way that I look, or whatever it is that made him think that marriage was just like a shame to not have it work out. Fucking so many people. It's unfortunate how many people have unsuccessful marriages. There's no shame in trying and it not working out. The only shame is in not trying. I mean, so I don't understand that. So that's where I'm at thus far, and we're going to continue onward. A word from our sponsor. I'm the sponsor. I'm Toddy One Skip. I'm my own sponsor. So I'm going to ask you, if you like the video this far, would you consider subscribing to my channel? If you don't like the video by the end of it, you can unsubscribe. But if you do like the video by the end of it, please like and share. And if you don't like it or do like it, please talk to me in the comments. Thank you. Sorry for interrupting, but I'm my own sponsor. Rabbit said that Aaron was voted off for misconduct, or wasn't voted off for misconduct. So bad behavior. Tomato. Aaron brought a bunch of attention to the board by making himself vulnerable, by making himself easily available to be accused of SA while he was at an SA trial for the Jane Does for the SA. And also, Rabbit says, she keeps bringing up this, that there's no police report, that there's no police report, that there's no police report. There wasn't a police report on some of these Jane Does, and the incident still happened. It's more than an incident. The horrific incidents still happened. It's almost like it didn't happen because there's no incident, there's no police report. Again, Aaron doesn't have a police report either, and he screamed that he was a victim too. Where's his police report? It's just that he said, she said. It's the same story. They both made each other victims. They both did that. They both made themselves each other victims. It's the same story, though. Again, I said that. Rabbit said, we deal in facts. Where's the police report? Well, why do you believe Aaron and not the other woman? Why, and not that woman? Why do you believe Aaron and you don't believe Juliana? Why? I mean, you say that you're privy to some emails. Well, I can't comment on that because I haven't seen them. But I'm not going to take anybody's word because I started off taking Aaron's, like I said. So the fact that you're privy to something, I don't know what we're supposed to do with that except take you for how you see what somebody's given you, whether it's right, wrong, whether you checked it or not, I don't know. But you keep saying you're not a journalist, so I can't say that what you're reading is correct or that I would believe the way that you're reading it or see it the same way you're seeing it. Fair enough? Fair enough, right? I'd like to know if Aaron came out with his side of the story first or if all these tweets were out before. Like, did Aaron respond because he thought we'd get wind of what was going on? Because I didn't know anything about it until Aaron brought it all up and all this stuff came out. I think that I mentioned that as well. So I don't know whose story started coming out first. Like, why is Aaron more credible? Because he has more of a viewership? Like, this woman's getting beaten up for telling her side of the story everywhere, right? Aaron's got a viewership of 220,000 people. He just has to tell his story one time, and then Rabbit can continue the story. And there's about at least 400,000 people knowing this story. How many people know her side of the story? How many people know her side of the story? So, come on, man. You got to look at this with an open mind. You got to just have a little bit of perspective here. Be fair. I'm not saying who did what. I'm saying here's another side. I wasn't in that hotel room. I don't know what happened to that room. Wherever they were, where somebody was nice enough to let him stay, that he brings somebody that he deemed as crazy and then wonders why she behaved crazy. And that's another thing. I can't say this woman's crazy. Not anybody can say that she had a manic breakdown or this or that. Nobody was there. We all want to diagnose this woman? To me, it's stalker behavior. She's a stalker. She fell in love with Aaron. It's like a fatal attraction thing, maybe. Again, I want to quote this. Rabbit said, and I quote, if you put it out there on social media, there's nothing you're holding anymore. Keep that in mind. End quote. But she told Aaron, you don't have to tell anybody anything. It's none of our business. Aaron opened up the can of worms on social media and then didn't want to be questioned about it. When somebody started pressing him, people came to his defense and said, you don't have to. Oh, you don't have to. That's what I'm talking about, manipulative behavior. Okay? He has other people saying, don't worry about it. You don't have to. Aaron, to me, you have to. Because I don't believe your side of the story. I don't believe her side of the story 100% either. But your credibility with me isn't what it used to be, because I've seen how you tell stories and how you conveniently leave things out and how you manipulate when things happen. Okay? And I just want to put this out there. So, this is important, I think. Rabbit, somebody told Rabbit, why didn't she use her social work skills to call out and drill Aaron? Nope. That's not a social work job. That's a journalist, professional interviewer, journalist job to do that. Not Rabbit's. But as a licensed social worker, Rabbit, I certainly hope you brought to his attention the bad behavior. Because it's not okay for anybody to sit in a bar and catcall a woman or be disrespectful whether you are married or not. Aaron said his behavior in the bar was fine if he wasn't married. Aaron, that behavior that you demonstrated in the bar in Clearwater, Florida, is not okay. Whether you're married, whether you're not married, it's not okay. That's bad behavior. The alcohol that you're intaking, come on, man. You got to realize that there's an issue going on here. And I don't mean any kind of disrespect for that. That's a problem that you need to address, please. And the fact that you're trying drugs to find one that you like, I don't know. That's not a good idea. And I'm hoping that on the side, without the camera, that Rabbit spoke to you about that. I'm honestly hoping for that. All right, so let's get back into what I went past, because I thought that was so important. Just so important there. Okay. So, again, stuff you put on social media. The woman's under scrutiny for putting her thing up on social media. And again, Aaron has 220,000 people viewing his channel. How many viewers does this woman have? Maybe she needs to go out there and try to spread her word to as many people as she can. And she can't do that on one source of social media. So maybe there's things everywhere. And maybe that's her way of saying, wait, hear my side too. Hear my side too. I don't know. I don't know. But that's a side to look at. If Aaron spoke his side, why wouldn't she speak her side? Okay. 2552 at the time, and I've gone past that. I watched the whole video now, so I'm not doing a third part. I'm done with it, because a lot of it was repetition, and I again never changed anything. It didn't change anything that I said, unfortunately. 2552 timestamp super chat. What's up with the super chats? What is that? People pay so that you ask questions? That's what I'm seeing. What about people that just don't have the money and ask questions? Can't they be? Do they get answered? Do they get answered? I'm not getting paid. I'm answering. Of course you answer people if they spend the time to ask a question, I would think, right? I don't know. This is, again, all new to me. But I never want to do that. Only answer questions that people are paying for. That doesn't seem right. And that's what I'm getting the impression of. I think Aaron does that, and I don't know if Rabbit does it. I think Aaron was addressed about that not long ago, and he did everything but say he only answers super chats. But if you listen to the part that I heard, he never says that he answers any other things but super chats. If you listen to it, that's a little bit of manipulation. I've been looking for that video, and I can't find it. If anybody can find it, drop me the link, right? I think that, okay, so super chat 2552, somebody says Aaron should lawyer up. Aaron should lawyer up because of the defamation that this woman is causing him. And I got confused here, because Rabbit says, she goes into the, I don't understand this. She says that she doesn't understand that the woman can't say those things. And then there was a terms of service thing brought up. Here's the thing, maybe it's not defamation. Maybe what she's saying is true. We're believing Aaron. Why aren't we believing this woman? But I don't understand. I was confused. Like, what am I missing there about the terms of service? People are putting people's names and stuff like that up. The woman's name, Juliana's up there. I don't see where anybody put any more information about that. But I don't understand why that question wasn't answered. Because why isn't Aaron lawyering up if somebody's accusing him of that? That's a pretty serious charge. It's written. Slander. I don't understand that. Just like with the other guy, ZDT. Why isn't he suing him? I mean, that's slander. I think there's more to this, guys, and I got news for you. I think there's more that's going to come out, unfortunately. I think that maybe Aaron felt the walls closing in. That's why I asked, who said what first? I think that Aaron came out with his side of the story, and that he came out with a story that he felt garnered some sympathy, and he felt like he could manipulate his followers into his side of the story. And it didn't work for me because the language isn't correct. There's something that's not right there. And I think that Aaron is guilty of bad behavior. I'm not saying he put hands on this woman, but I don't think that this woman put hands on him and he just sat there and did nothing. Who put hands on who first? I don't know. She shouldn't put hands on him. There you go, the person in the chat. She shouldn't. She shouldn't. I don't know the situation, if she felt like she needed to get away. I don't know. I really don't know. And also, another thing that Rabbit keeps banging on about is this video, this 2-second video, like I said before, where there's no blood on this woman. I don't understand why she thinks that this 2-second video had to be in a specific time frame that occurred after the assault. Why didn't the 2-second video happen before the assault, if there was an assault? Why couldn't that be? Like, there's no leeway for that? It had to be done at a specific time before or after the assault, so there should be blood on her? I don't understand that. I don't understand that, and why she keeps banging on about that, because to me it's like, well, how do you know what time the video was taken? And how do you know what time the injuries occurred? How do you know that? I don't. She said Aaron could get witnesses at the CVS to call Juliana out for defamation. Okay, I agree. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he even threaten that? Why wouldn't he get a lawyer and threaten that? He's got lawyer friends. He's got lawyer friends. He could probably do some of this on his own. I mean, come on. So there's things that I'm just not getting here. I'm just not understanding. It ain't making too much sense to me. So, and again, the only Aftermath Foundation letter that I know of was the one that was in response to Aaron saying that he was let go from the Aftermath Foundation. Guys, I think that that's it. That's all I have to say about this video. Oh, wait, there's another one. Oh, nope, that's the one. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but she keeps saying that Aaron has, she didn't keep saying, but she said that Aaron has a celebrityism, you know, being on YouTube. We're just people on YouTube. There's no celebrity. You shouldn't give somebody that much power. But, again, if he's that popular on YouTube, that just goes to show that people knew who he was and how affiliated he was to the Aftermath Foundation, and how people could get pissed off about him, his behavior, and why it's easily connectable. You can connect the dots and see that the Aftermath Foundation probably didn't want anything to do with the behavior of Aaron. And they probably didn't want to do anything with him as a friend anymore either. If he was going to put himself in bad situations, why would they want to go to bad situations too? And I think that that's all I got, guys. That's all I got. If anybody has anything that they'd like to add, if they want to send me any information, I'd really like to get Juliana's side of the story. I don't know anything about her. I wouldn't even know how to reach out to her, and I'd have to 100% be sure it was Juliana, and I would not do a live. I would not do a live video on that. But I would love to get her side and just make a safe place for her to say, can you just give us your side of the story? And I would ask questions, but again, it wouldn't be live, but I wouldn't hold back. And I have no way of making that happen. But I honestly think that there we would get 2/3 of the story, and we would be able to decipher better what happened. So, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your day. I really appreciate it. I hope I'm not letting you down. I always enjoy being in the chats and engaging with you guys. There are times that you have some. I learned how to pin things. I did take a comment and pin it. There are times that you guys make me say, that's a way of looking at it. Or, where'd you get that from? So I just want to say thank you. And please like, subscribe, share. I really appreciate all of you. Again, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. And I am Toddy One Skip. Don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday, but not half as good as you're going to be tomorrow. And never walk around in this world like a bull in a china shop. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what it would take for somebody to just say, I've had enough. Don't be the person that makes somebody say, I've had enough. Okay? Words are very important. We got to keep them in check too. Thank you, guys.